Thou hast it now, King, Cawdor, Glamis, all as the weird woman promised, and I fear thou playest most foully for it. Yet it was said it should not stand in thy posterity, but that myself should be the root and father of many kings. If there come truth from them, as upon thee, Macbeth, their speeches shine. Why, by the verities on thee made good, may they not be my oracles as well, and set me up in hope? But hush, no more.
Here's our chief guest.
If he had been forgotten, it had been a gap in our great peace, and all thing unbecoming.
Tonight we hold a solemn supper, sir, and I'll request your presence.
Let your highness command upon me, to which my duties are with a most indissoluble tie forever knit.
Ride you this afternoon?
Aye, my good lord.
Just so far you ride?
As far, my lord, as will fill up the time.
Fail not our feast.
My lord, I will not.
We hear our bloody cousins are bestowed in England in Ireland, not confessing a cruel parricide, filling their hearers with strange invention. But of that tomorrow, when therewithal we shall have cause of state craveness join them. Hie to you to horse, adieu, till you return at night. Goes Cleance with you?
Aye, my good lord, our time is called upon us.
I wish your horses swift and sure of foot, and so I do commend you to their backs. Farewell. Sirrah, a word with you. Attend those men our pleasure.
They are my lord of the palace here.
Bring them before us. To be thus is nothing, but to be safely thus. Our fears in Banquo stick deep, and in his royalty of nature reigns that which would be feared. 'Tis much he dares, and to that dauntless temper of his mind, he hath the wisdom that doth guide his valor to act in safety. There is none but he, whose being I do fear, and under him my genius is rebuked. As it said, Mark Antony's was by Caesar. He chid the sisters, when first they put the name of king upon me, and bade them speak to him. Then prophet-like they hailed him father to a line of kings. Upon my head they placed a fruitless crown, and put a barren scepter in my right. Thence to be wrenched with an unlineal hand, no son of mine succeeded. If it be so, for Banquo's issue have I fouled my mind. For them the gracious Duncan have I murdered, but rancors in the vessel of my peace. Only for them and mine eternal jewel, given to the common enemy of man, to make them kings, the seed of Banquo kings. Rather than so, come fate into the list, and champion me to the utterance. Who's there? Was it not yesterday we spoke together?
It was so, please your highness.
Well then now, have you considered of my speeches? Know that it was he in the times past which owed you so under fortune, which you thought had been our innocent self. This I make good to you. In our last conference, passed in probation with you, how you were born in hand, how crossed the instruments, who brought them with them in all things else that might to half a soul and to a nation. Praise, say thus, give thankful.
You made it known to us.
I did so, and went further, which is now our point of this second meeting. Do you find your patience so predominant in your nature that you can let this go? And are you so gospel to pray for this good man and for his issue, whose heavy hand hath bowed you to the grave and beggar yours forever?
We are men, my liege.
I will put that business in your bosoms, whose execution takes your enemy off, ravels you to the heart and love of us, who wear our health but sickly in his life, which in his death were perfect.
I am one, my liege, whom the vile blows and buffets of the world have so incensed that I am reckless what I do spite to the world. And I and others, so weary with disasters, tugged with fortune, that I would set my lie on any chance to mend it or be rid on it.
Both of you know Banquo is your enemy?
True, my lord.
So is he mine, and in such bloody distance that every minute of his being thrust against my nearest of life. And though I could with barefaced power sweep him from my sight, and bid my will vouch it, yet I must not. Glad to your assistance to make love.
We shall, my lord, perform what you command us.
Within this hour at most, I will advise you where to plant yourselves, and point you with the perfect spy of the time. The moment on it forth must be done tonight, and something from the palace. Always thought that I require adherence. To leave no room to watch it. Cleance his son, that keeps me company, whose absence is no less material to me, and his fathers must embrace the fate of that dark hour. I'll call upon you straight, abide with him. It is concluded, Banquo thy soul's flight. If it find heaven, must find it out tonight.
Did Banquo come from court?
I madam, but returns again tonight.
Say to the king I would attend for his liege for a few words.
Madam, I will.
Not had all spent, where our desire is gone without content, to safer for which we destroy, than by destruction dwell in doubtful joy. How now, my lord, why do you keep alone? Our sorriest fancies your companion is making, using those thoughts which should indeed have died. With them they think on. Things without remedy should be without regard. What is done is done.
You have scotched the snake, not killed it. She'll close and be herself whilst our poor Malice remains in danger of her former tooth. But let the frame of things disjoint, both the worlds suffer. Here we will eat our meal in fear and sleep, in the affliction of these terrible dreams that shake us nightly. Better be with the dead than on the torture of the mind to lie in restless ecstasy. Duncan is in his grave. After life's fitful fever he sleeps well. Treason has done his worst, nor steel, nor poison. Malice, domestic, foreign, levy, nothing can touch him further.
Come on, gentle my lord, seek over your rugged looks. Be bright and joyful among your guests tonight.
So shall I, love, and so I pray to you. Let your remembrance apply to Banquo. Present him eminence, both with eye and tongue. Unsafe the while that we must have lave our honors in these flattering streams, and make our faces visits to our heart, disguising what they are.
You must leave us.
Oh, full of scorpions is my mind, dear wife. Thou knowst that Banquo in Cleonce lives.
But in their nature's copy cannot enter.
There's comfort yet, they're assailable. Then be thou jocund ere the bat hath flown. This cloistered flight here to black-hecked summons. The shard-born beetle with his drowsy hums hath rung night's yawning peal. There shall be done a deed of dreadful note.
What's to be done?
Be innocent of the knowledge, dear Chuck, till thou applaud the deed, and with thy bloody and invisible hand cancel and tear to pieces that great bond which keeps me pale. Thou marvelst at my words, but hold thee still. Things bad begun make strong themselves by ill, so prithee go with me.
But who did be join with us?
Macbeth.
He needs not our mistrust, since he delivers our offices and what we have to do to the direction just.
Then stand with us. Yes, the west yet glimmers with some streaks of day, as spurs the elated traveler apace to gain the timely end, and near approaches the subject of our watch.
Hark, I hear horses.
Give us the light there, ho!
Then it is he. The rest that are within the note of expectation are already in the court.
His horses go about.
Almost a mile, but he usually so all men do. From hence to the palace gate maketh their walk.
A light! A light!
O treachery! Fly, good Cleonce, fly, fly, fly! Thou mayst
Who did strike out the light?
Was not the way?
There's but one down, the sun is fled.
We have lost best half of our affair.
Well, let's away and say how much is done.
You know your own degrees. Sit down, at first and last the hearty welcome.
Thanks to your majesty.
Ourself will mingle with society and play the humble host. Our hostess keeps her state, but in best time we will require her welcome.
Pronounce it for me, sir, to all our friends. For my heart speaks, they are welcome.
Be large in mirth, anon we'll drink a measure, the table round. There's blood on thy face.
'Tis Banquo's son.
'Tis better thee without then, he within. Is he dispatched?
My lord, his throat is cut, that I did for him.
Thou art the best of the cutthroats, yet be good that didst the like for Cleonce. If thou didst it, thou art the non-peril.
Cleonce is escaped.
The Banquo safe?
I, my good lord, safe in a ditch he bides, with 20 trench gashes on his head, the least a death to nature.
Thanks for that. There the grown serpent lies, the worm that's fled, hath nature that in time will venom breed, no teeth for the present. Yet be gone, tomorrow we'll fear ourselves again.
My royal lord, we do not give the cheer.
Sweet remembrancer, now good digestion wait on appetite, will help on both.
May it please your highness sit.
Here had we now our country's honor roofed, were the graced person of our banquo present, who may I rather challenge for unkindness, than pity for mischance.
His absence, sir, lays blame upon his promise. Please, your highness, to grace with us with the royal company.
The table's full.
Here's a place reserved, sir.
Where?
Here, my good lord, what is it that moves your highness?
Which of you have done this?
What, my good lord?
Thou canst not say I didn't. Never shake thy gory locks at me.
Gentlemen, rise, his highness is not well.
Sit, worthy friends.
Lord is thus often, that has been for his youth, pray you keep seat.
For the monetary upon the thought, he will again be well, if much not know him, and shall offer him the extent for his passion, being agitated not. Are you a man?
Aye, and a bold one, that dare looks on that which might appall the devil.
Oh, proper stuff. This is the very painting of your fear. Oh, these flaws and starts and postures of true fear. Shame itself. Why do you make such faces when all is done? But look upon its stool.
Prithee, see there, behold. How say you? Why, what care I? If thou canst not, speak too. In charnel houses and our graves must send those that we bury back. Our monuments shall be the maws of kites.
What quite abandoned folly.
If I stand here, I saw him.
Fie for shame.
The times have been that when the brains were out, the man would die, and there an end. But now they rise again, with 20 mortal murders on their crowns, and push us from our stools. This is more strange than such a murder is.
My worthy lord, your noble friends do laugh you.
Do not muse at me, my most worthy friends. I have a strange infirmity, which is nothing to those that know me. Come, love, and health to all, then I'll sit down. Give me some wine, feel full. I drink to the general joy of the whole table, and to our dear friend Banquo, whom we miss. Would he were here, to all and him we thirst, and all to all.
Our duties and the pledge.
Hence, horrible shadow, unreal mockery, hence. Why, so, being gone, I am a man again. Pray you, sit still.
You have displaced the mirth, broke the good meetings with most admired disorder.
Can such things be, and overcome us like a summer's cloud, without our special wonder? You make me strange, even to the disposition that I owe. But now I think you can behold such sights, and keep the natural ruby of your cheeks, when mine is blanched with fear.
What sights, my lord?
I pray you speak not. He grows worse and worse. Questions enrage him. At once good night. Stand upon the order of your going, but once go.
Good night and better health. Attend his night.
And kind good night to all. Almost at odds with morning. Which is which?
How sayst thou that Macbeth denies his person at our great bidding?
Did you send to him, sir?
I hear it by the way, but I will send. There's not a one of them but in his house. I keep a servant fed. Feed. I hope to tomorrow, and betimes I will, to the weird sisters. More shall they speak, for now I'm bent to know. By the worst means, the worst. For mine now own good, all causes shall give way. I am in blood stepped in so far that should I wait no more, returning were as tedious as go over.
You lack seasons of all nature. Sleep.
Come, we'll sleep. My strange and self-abuse is the initiate fear that wants hard use. We are yet but young indeed.
Why, how now, Haket? You look angrily. Have I not reason, Bildams as you are, saucy and overbold? How did you dare to trade off and traffic with Macbeth in riddles and affairs of death? And I, the mistress of your charms, the close controver of all harms, was never called to bear my part, or show the glory of all of our art. And which is worse, all of you have done, hath been but what a wayward son, but make amends now, get you done, and the pit of Archeron, meet me, I may morning hither thee, will come to know his destiny, your vessels and your spells provide, your charms and everything beside. This night I'll spend unto dismal and fatal end, great business must be wrought here soon, by magic sleights shall rise with artificial sprites, as the strength of our illusion shall draw him onto confusion. He shall spurn fate, scorn death, and bear he hopes above wisdom, grace and fear, and you all know security is mortal's chiefest enemy. Hark, I am called, my little spirit sea sits in a foggy cloud and stays for me. Come now, let's make haste, shall soon be back again.
Things have been strangely born. The gracious Duncan was pitied of Macbeth. Marry, he was dead, and the right valiant Banquo walked too late. Whom you may say, if it please you, Fleance killed, for Fleance fled. How monstrous it was for Malcolm and for Donalbain to kill their gracious father? Damn fact, how it did grieve Macbeth. Did he not straight in pious rage and the two delinquents tear, that were the slaves of drink and thralls of sleep? Was not that nobly done? Aye, and wisely too. For it would have angered any heart alive to hear the men deny it, so that, I say, he has borne all things well. But peace, for from the broad words, and because he failed, his presence at the tyrant's feast, I hear Macduff lives in disgrace, sir. Can you tell where he bestows himself?
The son of Duncan, from whom this tyrant holds the due of birth, lives in the English court. Thither Macbeth is gone to pray the Holy King upon his aid, to wake up Northumberland and warlike seaward, that, by the help of these, with him above, to ratify the work, we may again give our table meat, sleep to our nights, free from our feast and banquet bloody knives. And this report hastes to exasperate the king that he prepares for some attempt of war.
Sent he to Macduff?
He did with an absolute sir, not I.
Some holy angel fly to the court of England and unfold his message ere he come, and that a swift blessing may soon return to this our suffering country under a hand of curse.
I'll send my prayers with him. lives in the English court. Edward, brother Macduff. I didn't cross out Edward.
Sent you to Macduff.
Have you displaced smart? Broke this good meeting with most acquired disorder. My justice.
Alright, let's try it again.
Were you supposed to say something?
She
Well,
is.
then I just messed
She
that
is.
up.
No,
Okay, we're gonna retry this.